Is my wig fucking... Is it fucked up?
Is it fucking?
Is it fucking?
Your wig fucks hard, dog.
Yeah? Okay. I'll take that as a... That's a good thing.
Fine.
Okay. I was like, fucks hard?
Fucks hard.
There was first time I've heard that.
Some guy tweeted, oh god, I'll have to find it because he tweeted something like, this fucking fucks hard. Oh, it's about the coming months. It was just like, we've reached September. The next 4 months are gonna be some of the best of the time. The embers. The obers and embers. Like, September, October, November, December, yeah. Like, these months fuck hard. I'm like, what? What are we doing?
You hit November and I'm a little like,
alright, are we done?
And then Thanksgiving comes and I'm like, alright. And then I'm back to just like, I don't give a shit.
For the whole month of December, I'm just like, don't look at me, don't talk to me.
I'm crusty.
Don't breathe near me.
I ache. Everything hurts.
And work is pure hell.
Everything's pure hell. I just want to wake up and have it be March. Past St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't care about any of that.
just wake me up on March 20th. Oh yeah, you are, aren't you?
Wake me up.
On March 20th.
Like, okay, so yeah, dead
dad. His dad is dead. It makes me sad.
It is sad. It is a very sad thing.
And the fact that he's like said, hey,
does it bother him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's made statements being like, can you not?
Okay.
Like.
That's different. I didn't know he actually said anything. I was like, we laugh in private. I wouldn't like at him, you know? Like, that's kind of unnecessary. But I'm sure he's come across it. He's like, yeah. Please, like.
It's like the song is about my dad dying.
Did he come out? Okay, so what? We were very young when that first came out. Did he come out and say that, like, hey, explicitly, like, this is about my dead father? Because I feel like it was, like, several years, he got his feelings hurt, and he was like, by the way.
I don't know. I could imagine that he would have, like, maybe said it in an interview if someone, I don't know, like, Green Day was big at the time, so, like, I don't know, he's doing something for alt press or whatever, and they're like, what, you got this hit single, Wake Me Up When September Ends, can you talk to me about that song? I'm like, yeah, it's about the passing away of my father. It's something real casual and professional.
Everybody was like, we're gonna make memes.
Yeah, and then because the meme blew up years after the fact.
Yeah.
Actual, literal fucking years.
Because memes weren't really a thing until a couple years later.
Because that's when it came out in the 2000s, right?
Yeah, like 2001? 4. No,
a
little later than that.
Okay.
And memes definitely existed, but they were not.
Because the internet wasn't as like so much of a widespread thing.
It was not like syndicated as it was syndicated for the internet. Did I just use that word? Is that correct?
I don't know.
But you know what I mean.
As mine, that sounded right.
I was going along with it. Right. You could have said anything.
Yeah. You could have said like flooped together. The internet wasn't as flooped together as it is now, and I would have been like, yeah, that sounds right.
I still understood you.
I still get the point that you're trying to like.
Words.
Yeah.
That's why learning English is a fucking nightmare.
Fucking ridiculous.
I'm so glad it's my first language.
I saw some shit on Twitter that was just like in English, in like American style English, like things always have to go like when you're describing an object. It was like it's like it has to go age, size, color, something like there's an order in which adjectives that describe a noun have to go in.
You said age, what now?
Age, size, color, like.
Have to?
Yeah.
I've definitely
Or they sound weird. That's the thing, like a big brown bear sounds more correct than a brown big bear, right?
I don't know. I feel like I've heard it out of order, and sometimes it is strange. And I'm like, what did you just say? And then sometimes I'm like, sure.
Like an old red book sounds more correct than a red old book, right?
Yes and no, it's weird.
Well, like it's when you're like you have descriptors of a noun, like 20, like age, like literal number age. Yeah, that's something that you say like with the noun, like because that's part of their like.
Oh, but like
if you're just
how
using, many? Yeah, but also if you're just sorry, I lost it there for a second. If you're just using words like young or old,
okay,
that goes first all the time.
Yeah.
When you're describing something.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's when it is weird. Yeah, I would agree with that. But then adding the fact that it's like, why didn't you mention the age or how old it was first?
This formula works better on like inanimate objects, like because normally with these things you wouldn't use to describe people anyway. You describe things that appear on them generally. I'm just like, oh, someone with like the ugly or the ugly red shirt.
Roast them.
Right.
Roast them. But that's true. See, we're having this debate. We're both native, like, English speakers. This is our first language, and we can't even get it right.
I saw this shit on Twitter that was basically like, if English isn't your first language, this will trip you up. I'm like, English is my first language, and I'm like
still,
losing my mind.
Like,
trying to wrap my head around
hooked on phonics. Who?
Right.
Where?
We don't know her.
I don't know. So yeah, English is fucking weird, but...
English is fucking weird. So if anyone tries to come at me talking about, like, trying to talk shit about an accent, I'm not it.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm not the one for that.
I'm still tripping off the bitch from last week when you told us.
Oh, who welcomed me to the United States? I've been tripping on that since it happened, and it was like a month ago now.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I was holding on to that. It's like, I have to talk about it, like, when we do this, and... I don't want to talk about it first because then, like, the reaction's not going to be authentic.
You know what people aren't talking about? You know what we need to talk about more? Betty Boop.
Betty Boop?
She was a fucking sex symbol.
Betty Boop is a sex symbol that I could stand, for sure. Like, Betty Boop was the thing.
She was the original THOT.
Yeah.
For sure.
But, like, why was she so big in, like, the early 2000s? Every bitch was on her dick.
No, I mean, and it's both her and Minnie are just everywhere. Like
I feel like I don't see Minnie bitches. I just see Minnie in like kids content.
Okay.
And whatnot, because Minnie as a character still exists.
She does. I mean, Betty Boop. She doesn't exist in the same way.
No, not at all.
No one's
creating like Betty Boop and new content because there are still Mickey cartoons out there. There are still things involving like.
Why is it not a thing? Why is there not more? Was there? I want to look up what the most recent Betty Boop thing was.
According to the video we're currently watching, it's probably because Disney
shut
buried
all
Max
that
Fletcher.
down. Except he couldn't stop Betty Boop from still being that sexy ass bitch. Every bitch had Betty Boop shit.
Every bitch. Like I remember my first exposure to Betty Boop as a character. Like I was super young, and I saw it on a belly ring in fucking J-Mall.
Earrings, wallets, phone cases.
Yeah.
Fucking everywhere.
Those old flip phone cases that looked terrible.
Tattoos. That's when I really was like, okay, slow down. Like, I enjoyed her as a character and her look, but I never really wanted to own anything and definitely not get a tattoo.
Yeah. Like, but now that something's like I've been called a Persian Betty Boop with the haircut, I kind of want to do a Betty Boop look now.
That would be dope.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
I want to do like the classic Hollywood lips where they don't go through my whole lip.
It's very thin.
You're right.
And you just pluck all your eyebrows.
I'm not doing that again.
And then you gotta.
I'm not doing that again. We don't have to commit too hard, okay? I can glue down my eyebrows and put on foundation.
You can fake it. It'll be interesting. I know you used to pluck them because what bitch didn't? I didn't.
I lost most of my eyebrows to the early 2000s.
Over plucking, yeah.
I really did.
The eyebrow war of 2000s, all of the 2000s.
Because I was in middle school when I first discovered that I had big bushy eyebrows. Yeah. Because some bitch told me to get them waxed.
The first time.
I remember her name.
Yeah.
And everything.
Same, dude.
She fucked me up.
Same. I also have a traumatizing eyebrow story. Only mine is like the opposite. I was told I had no eyebrows.
Just some random hoe being like, you ain't got no eyebrows. That's an insult now.
Did I? Wait, was it not? I mean, it is. I felt very offended when it happened to me. I think bitches wanted eyebrows, maybe not like so much eyebrow, but like, have I ever told you that fucking story?
I don't think so, actually.
Dude, I think
this bitch is shiny.
I was you're good. I never had an issue with like
how you look.
My eyebrows, like, well, not necessarily how I look, but my eyebrows specifically. Like, I never had like an issue with my eyebrows before that moment, and then I think after that moment happened, I kind of like just buried it back in my head, and no one said anything, and then eyebrows were all of a sudden like a thing, and I was like, no one told me. But anyway, what happened was we were sitting across from each other in the hallway in elementary school. I was like 7, like 7 or 8, very young, very fragile. we were talking about some shit. I'm complaining, because what's new?
Yeah.
And I'm telling her about something that bothered me, and she just can't stop laughing. And I'm like, yo, it's not funny. Like, why are you just, why are you laughing? And she's like, I'm sorry, it's just, every time you get mad, your eyebrows just kind of, they're just so small. They're almost non-existent. And I was like, I don't even know what non-existent means. I'm 8. How dare you? No, I literally, you know when you first hear something about yourself and you didn't realize that was a thing?
Yeah.
And now you're like hurt and you don't even know why.
Like, I think somebody commented on this, well, like, the first person to tell me that I have big feet. Like, it was never anything that I thought about.
I just have feet and I use them.
Right.
Everything's fine.
And when I realized that was a thing to be insecure about, too, I was like, oh, well, now I am.
Right.
Like,
damn. I was just out here.
Big hands, big ears, all those things. I'm just like, I'm just like, out here existing.
Like, no one told me that this was not supposed to be a thing. No one told me I had to have eyebrows. I'm over here walking around like, do people even know what I'm expressing? Is it that bad that you can't even tell? Or like that non-existent?
It's never been that bad. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
I can read your emotions pretty decently.
Okay. I'm just saying, I was like, damn, homie.
I remember,
damn,
when
Kelsey. Not the Kelsey we know. Different Kelsey.
That'd be fucked up if it was.
She made me realize again later on in life. I was like, no one's ever said, like, have they always been this bad? And she was like, she basically alluded to the fact that, like, just because no one has said anything to me does not mean that it wasn't a thing. So I was like, hurt again. But anyway, Kelseys are just out here hurting me. That's fine. I will never fuck with a Kelsey, I guess.
That's fine. When I realized I have a deep voice.
Ah, yeah.
That was hard. I'm like, I can't just change the entire way that I speak.
I rep for the, you know what? Growing up, having that light, feathery, like, feminine voice was always, like, a thing, right?
Yeah.
And I think with having the mother that I had, her voice is also deep.
Yeah.
And her singing in the house and, like, listening to singers that had, like, really deep voices, like Anita Baker and Sade and shit. I was like, that's beautiful.
I'm so toasted. I thought you said I need a baker.
AKA, I need a baker, baker's dozen, what's up, or whatever the fuck. Dude. Yeah. Which I have another story, but we won't even get into that, but that has hurt me also. But anyway.
The deep voice thing?
Not her deep voice, something my mom said to me. We won't go there though.
Okay.
This is not meant to be. We were supposed to be talking about Betty Boop,
yeah.
How hot she is, now we're talking about our traumas.
We stand.
Once again.
We stand Betty Boop.
We stand.
We just don't know how to not talk about our traumas.
It's like we're hurt 24/7. We get it. Your cancers. We get it.
Look.
You cry.
We are this way. Man, fucking being insecure about my zodiac sign now.
Yeah, dude. Like,
except that I rep it on the daily.
I'm just
straight up.
Like, for real. Like, honestly. But like, right? Like, right?
I need to figure out what kind of cancer-related tattoo I'm gonna get. This probably looks great on camera.
This looks fantastic.
It's actually been choking me.
Now I forget. It is a choker. Who asked me that? There was a dude who asked me, like, do you wear a choker because you like getting choked at?
How does someone know? Hold on. How is it that they received that information of you in that order? That number one, this bitch likes getting choked, and that she also wears chokers. I feel like you would receive that information in reverse order.
Okay, first it was one of the guys. One of the boys. I don't remember one of the boys. I don't remember which one it was at this point in my life. I will. Once I stop being disgusting, I will probably remember. Notice I'm not apologizing for it. Did your parents ever get pissed at you for that?
I don't know.
Oh, you know how to act? Okay, got it.
I don't know if I burped until I was like 12.
Bitch, you're one of those bitches like, I don't fart.
No, not that.
Like, no, I definitely light it up. Farting's fine, dude.
I had like digestive system issues as like a young girl, so that's a thing that's on the internet
being a
forever.
girl, I didn't realize though that was because I guess I watched so much much stupid ass boys.
I didn't hang around boys. So I only lit it up around girls.
I watched a bunch of boy shit and like dude humor or whatever the fuck. So I didn't realize that it was like
a dude thing.
Well, not a dude thing necessarily. I didn't realize that girls weren't allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Like that it was gross for girls to do it until like a little like closer to middle school when it's like, ew, girls don't shit. I'm like, since when?
Where does it go?
Where does that exist?
We're talking about this now.
Yeah.
We're talking about girls shitting.
These are the important.
Is this the direction we're going?
I don't know. Yes.
So Betty Boo.
Betty Boo was a queen. Yes. I spit on you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And like, I don't know where she went. I don't know if she's still popular. I definitely do not see any Betty Boop items.
Yeah, honestly, it's not. It was also like during a time where like Hello Kitty was kind of everywhere.
What's the other one? Red and black just does something to people. Red, black, and white. Those are all like all of their colors.
And you're right. Like there was just something about like the 2000s were all about Hello Kitty, Minnie, Betty Boop.
I mean, even
who else?
Oh, I don't fucking know another character, but I do know that Gwen Stefani had her Harajuku line. If you remember that. And that kind of reminded me the way she would design some of her stuff. Like I had a perfume that my grandfather gave me that was like a little character. I don't know. But it reminded me of the Minnies and the Betty Boops and shit like that. But like, back to the tattoo thing.
Yes.
Tramp stamps. Yeah. Do we like them? Or are they not hot?
I've thought of designs to put on myself in that area.
Yeah.
But I hate calling it a tramp stamp.
What would be the name that you would like it?
I don't know, a lower back tattoo.
That's very normal and exactly what it is. So I think that's a good...
Like, why is it called a tramp stamp?
Because it was sexual. It's near your ass, so it was sexualized.
Why is the lower back a sexual
thing?
Like,
why
spot?
is the back a thing for people?
Okay, as a person who like enjoys a good back, would you also enjoy a good back? You talked about like body line.
Body line, like, okay, and I think I got this from looking at so much K-pop shit and Korean culture. They would say like S-line and body lines a lot, and so I started paying attention to that, and I was like, yeah, that is kind of hot. But not literally the fucking back of a person. For a really long time, I didn't understand legs or arms. I was just like, those are things that you use.
I understand arms now.
I get it now, Shawn Mendes. I get it now.
This 21-year-old boy.
Legs too. Jesus Christ.
He does have legs. He's got some legs.
But does Camilo's man now?
Allegedly.
But yeah, no, I never really understood that. And then one of the guys that I used to be friends with, he had a thing for women's backs.
One of the boys?
One of the boys.
One of the boys, okay.
One of the boys.
Not the guys, the boys.
The boys. We know what this means. They won't know. We'll know.
And it's important that they don't know.
And that's fine. You don't have to know everything. But yeah, one of them liked backs.
Okay.
And I
also like can't appreciate a woman's back.
Yeah.
I don't think I like.
When you look at a woman, what's gonna be the first thing you're like?
Face.
She got a cute
face. Can't be. I don't understand people who are like, oh, ass, tits, face. I'm like, face is third.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with you if I can't look at your face.
Butter faces, man. If they got the bodies, then it don't matter. I never understood that either.
I like all bodies.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care.
Yeah, like body doesn't matter as much. Like obviously, I've got to be physically attracted to you. That's the basis.
Right, and
physically attractive like includes your face. And in fact, your face is quite a bit of it. Because if I can't look at your face, I'm not going to enjoy who I'm dating.
Right, and I guess at that point you're like, well, are you just fucking them?
Well, I still want to be attracted to you if I'm fucking you.
That's true. I want to be able to look you in the face as I'm choking you out. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
Okay.
But I like that your lipstick matches your hair.
Thank you. I thought you were wearing a lipstick earlier.
I was.
You took it off.
It's it's sort of just rubbed off because it does that.
Because foods and drinks
Yeah,
go in there.
because I live my life.
Right.
I get a lot of people asking, like, how do you, like, keep a lipstick on? Like, it's not. It's gonna transfer.
It's called reapplying.
Yeah. That's how. I don't want to have to reapply. You gotta. I also get, like, people coming in, like, do you sell Mac? No, we don't.
I don't know why. I thought you were gonna say meth. Do y'all sell meth? Y'all got grills? Walks into a Pandora shop
Y'all
and
got
asks for a fucking grill. I'm done. What did Paul Wall
robbed a jewelry store, told him, make me a grill.
get out? I tried so fucking hard. That was so funny. I tried so hard not to laugh.
Weirdest day.
Man, our neighbors are bowling again.
Yeah, straight up. I don't know what's going on.
That's fine. They're fine. It's like, oh, they're doing things.
They were super chill when we, like, had people over.
Yeah, no, they're actually fine neighbors. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with
Yeah.
them. But what were we talking about again?
Fucking tramp stamps.
Tramp stamps. Okay, so
And then backs. It led into backs.
So okay, wait. So tramp stamps. I realized that like calling, and I personally don't like the name tramp in general.
Yeah.
But like whore, slut, bitch, I don't care. But like, what's another besides what it actually is, lower back tattoo? What's a cool hip word?
No one else, no other spot has nicknames like that.
That's true. Oh well, I mean,
The only other one is
actually what it is.
Well, yeah, sternum, forearm, behind the ear.
Yeah. I was saying like sternum is kind of like
it's a sexy tattoo.
It's a sexy tattoo, and we don't walk around saying sternum. We usually say like rib cage, so you could call it like.
You can call it a rib cage, or you can call it underboob because that's what it is.
Also that.
Like,
so yeah, it is what it is, and those are sexy things we consider sexy.
Tramp stamp
is a name,
literally has no illusion to the part of the body that it's on, but we all know what it means.
And while we don't get tattooed on the vagina often, it has happened, and I would more consider that a tramp stamp.
Honestly?
Than what?
Same.
Oh. Yeah.
Honestly.
Because, like, you fuck there.
Yeah.
You don't fuck on your lower back.
I hope not.
I don't know how.
But then that, like, goes back to, like, why is that a sexy part of the body? The lower back / the back in general.
Because people like the little dips in them.
Yeah.
And people find that, a thing.
I like really well-defined, like, muscly backs.
I don't know. I just gotta see one.
Yeah.
It literally just depends on what is on that particular
Nick
person.
Jonas's back.
I need to look at that.
Yeah.
And then consider.
I think you might understand with Nick Jonas's back.
All right, Nick Jonas, I'm coming for that back. Coming for photos of that back.
Priyanka's gonna have us killed.
I'm Gucci, girl. You don't even have to come over here, come near me, put a head out on me.
It ain't even like that.
It's not even like that.
It's not even like that.
I'm glad that you all are together.
So happy.
So happy.
Wouldn't happen any other way.
Wouldn't ask for anything else. It's like I can still recognize someone as attractive and like, hot or whatever, and not want them in that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Noel Miller.
You want Noel Miller in that way.
I would like to if the
option were
basically married.
If the option were available, you would jump. Because there are people that you can recognize that are attractive that you still wouldn't necessarily fuck. You can just recognize that they're attractive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You would fuck. If the opportunity arose for you to fuck Noel Miller, you probably would. Moving on!
So, what are we keep moving off the topic. So tramp stamps, we did that shit.
Yes.
But comedy, we gotta do that shit.
Oh, right.
So,
what's Dane Cook up to?
I looked that up today. I'm glad you asked. What I saw was that earlier this year he came out with some shit.
Yeah.
And then I realized, why did I even stop liking him? So I dove in. I remembered all the shit about him. Like,
walk me through your process.
I remembered all the shit about him, like stealing jokes from Louis C.K. and all that bullshit. And And like, what you call it, the Nickelback
of comedy. Yes, the Nickelback of comedy.
Which I still enjoy some Nickelback songs. Fucking sue me.
That's all her.
That's all me.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
It's a no for me, Chief.
I was never the biggest fan anyway.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, whatever. I like Animal or whatever the hell. How You Remind Me. Not that one for you. Let's not.
That's a big no for me.
Let's avoid that.
So a song was playing at work the other day,
Lord.
and I was like, who the fuck sings this? This sounds so familiar to me. I can't put my finger on it. And I even asked on the walk-in, like, who sings this? And someone was like, I think it's Nickelback. I'm gonna look it up. I'm like, I thought it was Nickelback. Ugh.
What was it?
And my manager said, and was like, no, it's actually Three Doors Down. I'm like, well,
what's the difference?
They're the same. Three Doors Down
Superman.
fans are gonna come for me. That's fine. All 6 of you, I can take you.
Right. I was like, what fans? I do like the song Kryptonite.
Oh, was that their song?
Yes.
I really couldn't
I'm
tell.
like 99% sure. So there's that 1%
That
doubt.
wasn't 3 Days Grace?
No, it was not. I'm sorry. I got sad. I wasn't upset, but I was like certain. Absolutely not 3 Days Grace.
You know that one clip from Parks and Rec that's like, I forgot his name at this for somehow, but it's Adam Scott's character.
Sure.
He was like, I don't even have time to tell you how wrong you are right now. And then he comes right back with, wait, no, it's gonna bother me if I don't.
You?
That's me, yeah. Like, when I know that I'm right, I have to make sure everyone else knows that I'm right. I can't let there be any confusion. And just like any open-endedness.
Let me just show you.
Just like, no.
In this PowerPoint.
You need to know that I'm actually correct. I'm not just being a dick, I'm actually right, and it's making me be a dick.
Noted. Okay. No, let me show you in this essay about how fucking wrong you are. But anyway, yeah. Fucking looked it up again. Remembered the Louis C.K. shit and how he like basically destroyed his career with the whole
no idea about any of this.
Yeah, he was like, you
The
stole
only joke stealer I know is Amy Schumer.
And and Carlos Mencia.
Which I don't know who that is really.
Yeah,
I know that name, but I never
his
saw any of
career
his
was
shit.
destroyed. He had a whole show on fucking Comedy Central, Mind of Mencia. I was actually pretty into it. I was actually really into a lot of, except for Amy Schumer, comedians that were just blown out of like the water out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't really. I mean, at the time, I didn't really. Besides Dane Cook, but even with my Mind of Mencia, even with Carlos Mencia, I was just slowly getting out of it, and then I heard all that shit. Mm-hmm. But I naturally was like kind of like gravitating away from that kind of humor for a year, 2 years. I was just like dying at fucking like Jeff Dunham and shit like that.
Moment of silence for our dignity.
Yeah, dude. Dane Cook, I don't think he's actually that bad. I rewatched some of the shit today.
It doesn't seem as like
horrible.
I really thought it like because I really didn't know anything that he does. I've seen like impressions of him. Like Family Guy has destroyed that man.
A lot of people, yes.
He's the butt of a lot of jokes, just like Nickelback.
Yeah. Yes.
And so I knew that about him. Like, oh, he's some douchey character who says douchey things. Cool.
He wasn't.
And I had no intention to like look any further into it. Wasn't he in that Planes movie?
Yes, he was the voice of.
He was the plane.
Yeah, he was the plane.
Which I think I saw that.
You didn't actually see it.
Who did I see it with?
Wait, did you actually see it?
Because I feel like I saw it.
Did you not just fuck in the theater?
I might have.
That's what I was getting.
That's what this is the thing. I was like, I feel like I remember parts of the movie, but not any of the plot.
I avoided that because it was fucking
but then maybe
cars, but planes.
I don't know.
I don't
Sucking
care.
some dick. I'm not sure. Sorry, Mom.
That sounds. I think you told me that you saw that film and you didn't.
But on a date,
you didn't actually see it. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I didn't want to see that. It was still in my like brain of like I hate Dane Cook because everyone else hates Dane Cook now or whatever.
Yeah.
And like
I was like, yeah, fuck Dane Cook, but it's gonna be an empty theater.
Right.
That's probably what happened.
Gotta start over. How many more minutes?
5.
5 more minutes.
Woo!
Yeah,
we blew through that.
Kept forgetting to talk about Betty Boop and move on. Is what happened. But fucking, he wasn't actually that douchey. Like, he wasn't actually that bad, it turns out. He did play, like, in films and stuff, and maybe some television shows, I'm not sure. Some douchey characters, men who start off as an asshole, and then a woman changes his life, and then he's like, I'm in love with you, and I want to be a sweetheart.
That plotline.
The romantic comedies, kind of.
Yeah, but, like, nothing super far from the norm of, like, what an averagely attractive dude would be in and do in that time.
It was
and
totally
then Louis C.K. just steamrolled his whole career.
Yeah, brought him back on his show just
to get him to say, I stole your joke.
It just kind of felt like he just wanted to rub it in his face a little bit more. Because by that time, I'm not sure what he was doing. Maybe
like,
Planes.
What was he at?
No, Planes wasn't even out.
From that, yeah, because Planes came out when we worked at the theater.
Right, so that was 2011. Yeah, I don't know what he gained.
What did he stand to gain from that?
I don't know, just to be like, or to kind of give him a pass because he did that whole crypto thing where you forget what you that you heard something from somebody else, which happens all the time.
No idea is original.
No idea
at all.
And if you own a Twitter, you have recycled the same fucking jokes from Twitter. That's all everyone does.
And actual clever lines that you might have like put out there are being repeated over and over and over. How many times this episode did I say, oh, I saw on Twitter? I mean, I'll always say that, but like, that shit like is gonna get repeated 6 different ways.
Everyone sees and reads the same shit, especially now with the internet being as big as it is, So like, it's bound to happen, and it really is about like, when it comes to comedy, stand-up comedy, it really is about that person and their talent and how hard they have worked for their craft. Like, we like several different comedians. We like Aziz Ansari now again with his new special.
I can give Aziz Ansari a chance again after that special.
I appreciate what he's done by talking about it and being upfront. Unlike his peers, Louis C.K. I'm glad he's talking about it, which is what I wanted to get into with the Dave Chappelle thing. Like, although I'm not crazy about what he's saying, I appreciate him telling the truth and exploring that on stage.
He is being raw in like this changing world that he doesn't understand. Mm-hmm. And I don't like a lot of what he says and does. I don't, but
it's not great. No, I did not love every joke that he said.
I've seen worse reactions to the world changing, and at least it does seem like there's a part of him that's willing to learn.
I think because it is a struggle for him. Yeah. This is him making fun of that, which is all you want to do in comedy, is take the pain that you're going through, that others are going through, and laugh about it. Yeah. Because what are you going to do? What else are you going to do at the end of the day?
For sure.
But yeah, we like several different types of comedians with different styles, and I'm sure I've heard several of those comedians repeat very similar things, but I still like them because of how they did it. You know, John Mulaney's very different from an Aziz Ansari. Dane Cook was very different from like a Bill Cosby, if you liked that at some point. I don't know who you are.
No more of that.
It wasn't me. But yeah, like, it's all different. Amy Schumer, though.
Amy Schumer can get fucked.
Her shit is taking the punchline from someone else.
And then saying the setup as the punchline. It's a bad setup. It's a bastardization of jokes, and she sucks.
I did give her a chance. When she first came out, I gave her a chance. Because I didn't see a lot of female comedians. All I really had was, like, Sarah Silverman and Maria Bamford. Like, I didn't have that many. I mean, there was Wanda Sykes, and then there's Monique. Black female comedians. That sounded weird. Female black comedians? What do I say?
I don't know.
What do I say? I don't know how to word anymore.
I'm gonna try to find that picture and send it to you.
That's so fucking weird. But yeah, like, that's all I had. And so, like, I wanted to give her a chance. I didn't like it. It wasn't that good.
Never put out anything that I thought was worth the damn. Especially that, like, everything about her is that, like, how she's broken, and, like, every movie she is about is how, like, she's broken and she needs to be fixed. And it's, like, a messy girl archetype that I don't like buying into.
So, what female comedian do you like?
God, who was that girl who was pregnant?
Ali Wong.
I do like her.
She's goody. She's a goody.
I like her.
I saw that on one episode with Tan. He's doing the dressing up comedians,
yes.
which is great. You know, I want to do a comedy part 2. I feel like we didn't do this justice.
Yeah, we really didn't.
And we'll get into it next time.
We're out of time.
I'm going to show you the Tan thing. Follow Tan. He's awesome.
Yeah. I love the Queer Eye guys.
They're awesome.
But what a weird Black Mirror-y, like, spot to end it on. I feel like. Good night, everybody.
What do you mean Black Mirror? How was it?
Because it was, like, I don't know, the internet.
The internet. All right, we're done. Cut.